This was so funny when you told me about this today.
Yeah.
The black market auction house, flavorful problem solving, or predatory whale hunting.
Yeah, so this is a feature like basically no one really talks about too much in any capacity, but it was brought to me by Good Bon or Bon Good here on Twitter, who tweeted saying, it's extremely anti-consumer, it uses artificial scarcity and FOMO, and all its content is accessible with a very saucy WoW token. You can get some very rare and coveted items from the black market auction house, fitting name. And I was like, that's a good point. Not to say that, and obviously we will actually kind of defend it a little bit, because obviously you'll notice the title, if you scroll a little bit there, is The Black Market Auction House, Flavorful Problem Solving or Predatory Whale Hunting. And as always, the answer is both.
Yep.
Answer is both.
Because of token. Wouldn't have been that without it.
Yep.
So, flavorful problem solving, right? Gold is being printed at an extreme rate. This causes inflation. Inflation begets printing gold to hand out as UBI and callings. And that means more inflation.
And mission table, and mission table, and mission table.
Yep. Raw gold farming is very easy to automate. There aren't really many ways that players are forced to spend gold via NPCs. And if you start increasing players' repair costs, they're just going to get pissed because it'll disproportionately impact the people who aren't benefiting from the inflation.
Which means you have to turn up the UBI.
God, should they think about that for the real economy at some point? Interesting. There's also...
So the real world needs a BMA, it's then sweet.
And speaking of...
one.
Oh, yeah. Now, speaking of that, there's also a massive schism in wealth class from player to player.
Yep.
So the low playtime people are prohibitively poor. Gold used correctly, you are technically in debt to Dakor. I'm sure he will get to collect it back with interest. Hear it now on stream, forever to be printed onto the internet in an indelible fashion that can never be taken away, that Matt does in fact owe Dakor at least 1 million gold. A small sum of 1 million gold.
Listen. Here's the secret. I'm trying to do what you can also sometimes do in real life. I would not recommend. You can just wait for inflation. Because if you owe money and inflation's happening, you're beating inflation by paying back later. Because the value is decreasing.
I'm fairly sure that there is a notepad in his computer where he's just calculating the daily inflation rate so he knows what to charge you.
If you can calculate the daily inflation rate of World of Warcraft gold, please let us know. That'd be great information. Blizzard probably wanted to.
Yep, and it'd be a great video. Wow. Right, thing two then. There's obviously there's the wealth gap between players. So gold used correctly can be used to make more gold, buy low, sell high, do your item shuffles, things like that. Mm-hmm. So the black market auction house is a great way for people who make all these big sums of money to go and spend their big sums of money on interesting collector-oriented things, right? Like these are the Lambos and the Rolexes and the rich people shit of World of Warcraft. It destroys millions of gold and it doesn't impact the poor. Okay, well, now, our real life analogy does sort of break down when we say it doesn't impact poorer players, but there you go. So,
well, I mean, it does.
Problem solved.
It doesn't. Like the whole.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, in real life, the whole Lambo and Rolex thing probably does benefit per people because they're the ones who are getting paid to make those things.
Oh yeah, true.
As opposed
fair.
As opposed to in this case where that gold is just you're throwing it into the furnace, and the thing's magically appearing beside you. There's no, it's not the case where like someone who doesn't have a lot of gold like me is slaving, putting the longboy together piece by piece, and then selling it to Luke if it was still viable. Also, yeah, this is how economic discourse in World of Warcraft works. You have me, who has no gold and no time to go and make gold, so I'm perpetually poor and also high costs because I like to play the game and it's very expensive to play the game. And then you have people like Cathal in chat saying, personally, I think the WoW economy works great. And I know he's saying that because he's very close to gold cap.
Yes.
Go fuck yourself. Or give me gold and then I'll be quiet. But
that's it. Remember, Matt always pays his debts.
I said give.
Shit.
I said give. But yeah.
Thing two then. Predatory whale hunting. Okay, pitchforks out, everyone. You've got fear of missing out in the rotating, auction-driven store that is the BMAH. Gold costs are obscene. compared to what the game expects of normal players. It allows you to skip game mechanics, by getting the minuscule drop rate mounts, legacy achievements, things like that, by spending gold, unlike the AH that is player to player. It has literally unobtainable from any other source stuff, so this is the world of the elite, and under the lens of a game that atomizes so much player time into currency. Well, I mean, it's the WoW token.
Yeah.
It's the WoW token, so, in the same way, like, did people token long boys? Did rich people token long boys? Yes! Totally. I mean, it's a stupid thing to do, but, I mean, you can pop up your auction house anywhere. Most people can't. So a lot of people will have seen the use in investing in a long boy.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to know what WoW token revenues were like, or how many tokens were used whenever the long boy FOMO kicked in, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, there's that. Now, there's an addendum then. BMAH boosting. So this is something that I didn't even know existed. And it's crazy. Okay, so I bought my long boy with the stimulus check I got from the... Oh, that might be a joke. For a second, I thought someone turned their stimulus check into a long boy.
That might not be a joke, honestly.
May not be a joke.
I saw someone say I think this was last week in chat. I can't remember who you were. Sorry if you're still here. Well, if you're still here after last week. If you're here again, I should say. I think they said they spent €600 on it.
As you do.
As you do. If that's an investment that you think is worth it, who am I to say no? But that's €600 revenue for
a month of food.
That is a month of food. It's more than a month.
I'm sort of in Huel land right now.
Oh,
so
yeah, okay.
My food costs are they went down a lot.
Yeah, no. What was I was gonna say yes. That's €600. That is. I think Longboy was gone when the checks came out. Yeah, but black market auction house. It shows up there every now and again.
Another funny cracker from Frankenberry. I was in a guild with a guy who spent $800 in WoW token to finish gold farming for his long boy, and then his account got banned for RMT because he was a part of Gallywix.
Nice. Yeah. No, I was gonna say the €600 is that's 30 WoW tokens. That's 30 sub. That's 30 people playing for a month from one person. So if you can have everyone do that, and you've got 1 million players, 30 million subs. Fantastic.
Done. Fantastic. Right, so this boosting then, this is mental. I had no idea this was even a thing. I mean, why do all this shit when you can just pay €1,080 for a Plague Proto Drake? All you need is the BattleNet balance in your account to facilitate the server transfers, but they'll get the gold, they'll go look at the auction house. That's what it is. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Oh my god.
Yep.
Insanity.
Yeah.
Do you want to pay? Wee!
50 tries.
50 tries. There. If you just couldn't be fucked farming him, so you could get it from the black market auction house for €500. You could pay for a guaranteed mount drop, or you could just, audit farm out. Just, I want to go do some runs. Mm-hmm. Which means you'll get the mount, but you won't get the big moment of, then you make the pog face. Well, and then you clip it and etc. because you really got it.
Well, you will, but it'll be because you've logged in, and you'll just see Invincibles now in your collection. You'll see an achievement pop up on your second account. You'll be like, oh, class.
Fantastic. The surf that I paid to farm this for me has got the win.
Yep, absolutely. Why would you ever pay for amount that is available in game at all times? Cobra. Mm-hmm. Invincible and the Ashes of Alar on, what was that site? Boost Life. They were marked as hit. As in most popular, as in the most popular options in this site. So yeah, people do.
Yeah.
And as for why, well, what are you going to farm it? What if you're busy? What if you're tired? What if you want to play the game instead? Just hire someone else to do it for you?
Time is money, friend.
Time is money, friend.
Time is money, friend.
Yeah. Or as Galliwick says, time, money, you get the drift. Yep.
That's it.
Wait, how does that work? Wouldn't they have to be playing on your account? Yes, these are piloted services, but they're not playing on your account. They're playing on your BattleNet account, not your World of Warcraft account. They're playing on your second World of Warcraft account. So the way this is set up is you need to buy Shadowlands again on a second account that's attached to your BattleNet account, so you can share the transmog of the mounts because your collections are shared across. You get a level 50 boost with that, boost the tune to 50, name it whatever, put it whatever server. You also make sure you have $15 on your account so they can server transfer, or $15, whatever server transfer costs, so they can transfer to whatever realm they need it to be on for the black market auctioneer stuff. So without interrupting your playtime, they'll be able to play on your second account. And a lot of them use VPNs for security stuff and try to like kind of work in multiple VPN uses so it looks like it's coming from you or whatever else.
Yeah.
So it's not that big a deal. So yeah, no, people absolutely have these piloted services where you, for the black market auctioneers ones, you don't have to have any gold. So the Plagued Proto-Trick is an example. You put down, you give them the 1,080, which is for their labor and their gold. You won't know how much gold because they'll just buy it in your account and call it a day or whatever else. But that's a case of they will just do it for you while you're just doing whatever you want because it's on the second account. You might have to hit like an authenticator login every now and again, but it will just be, they'll just do it for you.
Yeah.
Which in the case of like, as an example of that, where it was the Invincible, you can buy 50 tries or you can buy a guaranteed one for €149. That means they will run that tune every single week through ICC. They probably have the whole saved setup for a quick kill, so it's not that much time for them, and they've optimized the process. Yeah. In the same way a restaurant has optimized cooking by cooking in batches, they'll kind of do that for your character joining saved runs, and they'll just be doing that repeatedly once a week. But they'll be tracking it so you don't have to. You don't have to bother after reset going to do Arthas again or running through ICC. Just pay someone for it. In the exact same way you pay someone to bring you food from DoorDash or Deliveroo, in the exact same way you, I guess, get a taxi, someone else will drive you. It's that, but virtual.
Yeah. Yeah, so there you go. It's all the gig economy forever.